What's up, guys? Welcome to the first part of my Pokemon BlazeBlack Egglocke. So, I'm sure you guys have realized, but no, FloraSky is not over yet, but I'm making this early to try to get things started for this as soon as I can. So, basically, if you don't know what an Egglocke is, it's basically a Nuzlocke. Same rules apply, Pokemon faints, it's dead, blah blah blah. But you can still only catch the first encounter of a route, but instead of using that encounter, you get a ticket. So that Pokemon is a ticket for an egg, so which is usually sent to you by a subscriber, whatnot, and then you get to use that egg, and that is your Pokemon as technically the encounter. What it will do is that egg will then become whatever your Pokemon, and it using rare candies is leveled up to the level of the Pokemon you had as a ticket. So I'm gonna speed through most of this. Just cause this is mainly just our intro to the game. So it's BlazeBlack, a hack made by Driano. It's 5th gen, as you can see. So what I'm planning on doing for this episode is just we are going to get to this next city and everything, and I'm gonna then show you guys how to submit an egg. So this part itself will probably be sped up in its own, sped up more than what it already is right now. But anywho, so basically like I said, an Egglocke is just you catch a Pokemon on a route, first one, it has to be the first one, and then you trade it for an egg, which you then level up to the level of the egg, or of the Pokemon you used as a ticket, and it goes from there. Your subscribers will send you the eggs, and basically they make it whatever Pokemon they want, as long as it's a legal Pokemon, as in the Pokemon must be a Pokemon that can hatch from an egg, and it must have legal moves and abilities. And by that I mean, if you were to send in something like a Bulbasaur, you can't be giving it a move like Flare Blitz, because that's not a move it can learn. Any Pokemon that you use has to, basically, it has to be legal. So it can have egg moves, it can have any move that it learns when it first hatches, so whatever moves it would have when it first hatches. So that's basically it. After we get to this first city, I will show you guys how to make a Pokemon and go from there. So after we do all this, that is what I will do. I think that's everything that we need. The only other thing is, I'm not really going to have a limit of how many Pokemon you guys can send in. At most, I would make a limit of 5 to 10. I was trying to think if, hypothetically, if every one of my subscribers were to, and at this rate I have 47, so that'd be just over 200 eggs, almost 300 maybe? No, yeah, 200 eggs and some change. So do we have Pokeballs? So as you see, I nicknamed this Oshawott ticket. So let me show you how this will work. So we gotta get our encounter for this area. So it's a Pidgey, right? So we have to catch said Pidgey. Hopefully. Yeah, so this thing is now our ticket for this route. As in, this is the only Pokemon we can catch on said route. We we'll trade this in for a Pokemon egg. So then we hatch the egg. We raise it to the level of the First we have to see if it's legal. So we check its moves, we check its abilities, and whatnot, and then we just use it. Well, I'm gonna have a cheat for rare candies to level up the Pokemon. It's not really cheating because I'm just trying to level it up to the level of the Pokemon ticket, and then we will just kind of keep going with the lock. That's really the only difference between this, like an Egglocke and a regular Nuzlocke. And I like it more because it can be more interactive with your subscribers and whatnot. So, starting at the first episode, I will have 2 tickets to switch in. I will. We are now going to I'm going to show you guys how to make the eggs and everything. So, we are going to get right into that. Okay, so here we are. So this is Pokegen. That's what I'm going to start it off with. Pokegen lets you generate a Pokemon and put it into your box, your party, whatever. You can give it whatever movesets you want, you know. But so this is how we're going to be making our eggs. So let's start this off. Let me get a good example. We're going to make a Murkrow. So we've got Murkrow here, right? Nickname it whatever you want. You can give it whatever nickname you want, as long as it is appropriate. Which, honestly, like at this rate, PG-13. That's all I care. However, okay, so we're gonna give this something a stupid nickname, like something like that. So you gotta check that box. Leave its experience at 0. Leave it at level 1, because it needs to be that when it hatches. That's what it's gonna be when it hatches. So just leave it there. And then the really important thing, leave this happiness at 0. Because if you make it any higher, then we have to walk around more to get its happiness to go down so it'll hatch. And this will make it so it'll at the very least hatch like easily. So you want to keep it like that. Just leave it like that. Give it whatever held item you want. Like if you want a Pokemon that's going to evolve through a stone, you can give it like the stone it needs to evolve, like Duskstone. If you want to give an important thing, if you want to give me an Eevee, please, please, please give it the stone you want it to evolve into specifically. Otherwise, I'll either evolve it into whatever I want, or I'll just default evolve it into a Pokemon that doesn't need like one of the evolutions that don't need a stone. So if you want it to be a Flareon, a Vaporeon, or a Jolteon, give it its respective evolutionary stone, please. Otherwise, I will either guess and evolve it whatever I want to, or evolve it into like an Umbreon, a Leafeon, a Glaceon, or an Espeon. Or you can give me a nickname that'll tell me what you want it to be, or when we get to the final step, you'll be able to tell me like specifically what you want it to be. Okay, so choose its gender, male or female. You can choose if it has Pokerus or whatever. I never really use that, so. Okay, so I forgot to add this into the video because I was rushing a little, but I'm just editing this part in. But make sure you guys put the ability of the Pokemon you want. So we're using a Murkrow, right? So because I don't have any memory of what Murkrow has for ability, just put in a legal ability. So give it like, I think Gen 5 it can have Super Luck and Insomnia. So I will put Insomnia. If I can spell it right. So, I already have like everything. This is like at the very end, so the egg's already right there. It's probably going to disappear. But since I did this, I'm going to set it again. There, it would have the ability, everything it would need. So, I'm probably putting this in like right before I go into the Met and stats and everything. But that is just another part of the video. If you're confused by anything you're seeing right now, it's going to be explained later into the video. So we're going to go right back to that. Met. You can change the Pokeball and where it was caught, where you found it. Leave it at black and white too. It's probably going to be like stuck like that anyways. You can choose the Pokeball you want it to be in, like put it in a Dusk Ball, whatever you want. You can change the leveling here, change it to like 1. Where it was count, if it was a faithful, you can put that. As an egg, you can put that. Like location, wherever you want, like whatever you want. Stats. This is where it gets whatever you guys want. If you want me to have like a perfect IV Pokemon, like, and like EVs, do what you want. I usually just click like randomize EV and IVs a few times, and then stop. Attacks. So this is where the other part it gets important. Its attacks have to be legal. So I have this website right here. You can use like whatever you want. Bulbapedia, Cerebi, Smogon, whatever you need to find what attacks it can learn by level up, TM, or whatever you want. Like egg moves, you can give it whatever you want as long as it is legal. You can give it any egg moves, TM moves, or that's about it. Or any moves that it would have when it specifically hatched. So for this example, I'm going to give it the 2 moves it learns when it first hatches, being Astonish and Peck. And then egg moves, it can learn like Assurance, Brave Bird, Confuse Ray, Drill Peck. So I'm going to give it Confuse Ray. I misspelled that really badly. And then like TMs, it can learn Toxic, Calm Mind, Hidden Power, whatever. I'm going to give it another... I'm just going to give it another egg move. I'm going to give it Brave Bird. And leave the PP at like its base. Any addition to its like PP I will do in game, whether it's through a PP up or whatever. This part you don't really need, like specifically, you don't really need it at all. I think that should be it. So, or well, not it. So find PID lets you it makes it so the Pokemon's legal, like as you can read here. Let's see. If you want it to be shiny, double click on that, and otherwise just leave it how it was. Now hit search, and it will search for the ID. So you take this ID. I believe that's about it. And then you hit OK. Now, this last part is the most important part you could possibly do, because otherwise, everything is ruined instantly. Check this box that says egg. Otherwise, it's not going to be an egg, and I can't use it, and I will throw it out, or whatever I have to do. And then you go over here, right-click, and hit set, and that will be the egg right there. Just put it right there, and then you click Save Pokemon from tabs. Put it on your desktop or wherever you have to go, so just put it. And then, this is another important part. Do not name this file the name of the Pokemon you are giving me. Either put your name, put something else, put whatever you want, as long as it is not the name of the Pokemon you are sending me, because I swear I will cry. Or I will just not use the egg. I don't know, I don't care. But either way, so just, I'm going to name it Crow, because that's the name of this Pokemon. Foolish. I'm kidding, by the way, like, Crow, if you're watching this. I swear. I'm just being an asshole, I promise. Anywho, so we put it, right, so it's on our desktop now. This next part, there it is, right there. So this next part is, what you would do is you would go to Gmail or whatever, and you will email this to me. You will email the file to me at, so you email this, I'll put this on the screen, whatever. You email it to me at PCBloodMaster@gmail.com. It will be in the description. It will be probably like sitting on the screen right now, whatever. However, so that is basically all you have to do. Email it to me, everything, as long as you follow everything exactly as I said, hopefully. And everything will be perfect and just what we need. So please follow the directions, and please, if you want to be part of this Egglocke, do it exactly as I asked you, otherwise I will be forced to throw away the egg. I'm interested to see how many people will actually send me eggs, hopefully enough to actually be able to do this. So basically, so yeah, as I said, like you can send up to like 5 Pokemon if you want. And this has to be, so I'm not gonna have like a specific closing time for these eggs. Like you guys can keep sending them as the lock is going if you want to. But I just want this like at least a few eggs by the time this Egglocke starts. So that's about all I really have to say. So I put the ability right. Oh well, awkward. Anywho, don't be like me. Put the ability of the Pokemon because I screwed this up majorly. I apologize for this, but I'll probably edit this anyways. Edit it in, but put make sure the ability is there. It is important. Don't give it some stupid ability. Give it the ability it is supposed to have by this generation, and we will be fine. So that's all I have. So that's it. So just have your eggs in by around the time this FloraSky Nuzlocke ends, hopefully. I'm probably not going to mention this in the next video, like the next video of FloraSky, because that video has already been recorded. I'm putting this up like the day it is, which is the 20th of February. So this will be up like within like probably a few minutes, like an hour of it being recorded. So just send in your eggs, do everything I've said, make sure to put the ability because I'm stupid and forgot to do that, but it's probably going to be edited in so I don't have to worry about it to begin with. That's really all I have. Just follow the directions. I will put links for what you guys may need into the description. That is it. So, if you guys want to be part of this, make sure to send an egg. I encourage you guys to send an egg for sure. I'm hoping to get some good ones. I'm hoping, nickname it whatever you want. Nickname it something like, if it's an inside joke for this channel, for yourselves, if we have talked at some point, some kind of joke between us. Like I would love to be sent a Mudkip named Nick Crow. I'm looking at you. I would love to see a Lotad nicknamed Taco Bell. And I would also like somebody to make one named Mr. Low so we can have them both on the team at the exact same time, because that would be lovely. I will use them both at the same time. I don't even care. Anywho, I'm getting off track. So, send in your eggs, guys. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you when this Nuzlocke begins. So I will see you guys next time.